Yeah, I want to schedule a call with Darshan or Shivkumar or Santosh V, who is a branch manager at Banshankari branch, for my account
Okay,
at
okay.
at
Yeah, I can
5
schedule a
p.m.
call back. No
At 5.
problem.
Yeah, I'll just finish off. No, they cannot just call me just like that. We have to schedule a call and then get into a call and have a discussion and proceed further so that it's convenient for them, for me,
Acha.
for everyone, basically.
Okay,
Hmm?
okay.
It's
Okay,
about
then no
management,
problem. So
ultimately. You people have to do,
fine, fine.
they are doing their job properly. It's just about the management, that's all.
Okay. No issue,
Hmm?
then I'll inform to Darshan sir to give you a call back soon. Okay. Right now, so he's on call, so not able to connect on the same call. But I have dropped a mail to Darshan sir to give you a call back. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait
I
for the
mean,
call. He will give you a call
for
back.
the most part, Kotak Mahindra Bank is good, but as far as dispute resolution, fraud redressal mechanism, it's really pathetic actually. I mean,
Okay.
it's horrible, quite literally.
Okay.
I have spoken in great lengths
Sorry
with
for
Shiv
that.
Kumar. He understands it.
Sri
Uh,
Kumar. Okay.
he understands it very well, actually. Better than Santosh V, who is a bank manager actually. Darshan is someone who is new as far as handling my account. And as far as
Okay.
management is concerned, Kotak Mahindra, it's really pathetic actually when it's about these kind of matters. Really pathetic actually. It's not that something which I'm trying to make up. It's based on purely my experience, quite sincerely.
Okay. But due to resolution, you're getting a delayed response for your resolution or
No, no,
resolution
no.
director.
Kotak Mahindra doesn't even realize what their responsibilities are as far as banking industry is concerned with regards to their customers.
Okay.
Only hardly few people like Shivkumar, only those kind of people can understand.
Mm-hmm.
But then what about the management at Kotak Mahindra Bank?
Okay.
ICICI customers,
Sorry for the
ICICI
inconvenience, but
customers, PhonePe customers, UPI customers are not your customers.
hmm,
You
our
people have to
customer
understand this.
have
No, no, you people have to understand this very clearly. It's nothing to do with
okay,
Hindi, English, Kannada. It's about purely about the banking.
exactly.
Hmm? It's not about Mumbai, Bangalore. No, it's purely about customers. Within a branch, there will be customers. There will be issues between customers where Kotak Mahindra bank manager has to resolve the issues by pitching in when they receive a complaint. Because if you go to courts, if you take the legal route, okay, if 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 the issue is an punishable offense, okay, literally people will be jailed. I'm not sure in what way. Maybe it's not happening in India. That's why people are they are kind of like okay with this kind of system. That's why we are having these kind of nonsense things happening everywhere pretty much. If
Okay,
that becomes very strong, I think everyone will be on the track.
got it. So means what is the resolution you're expecting that was not solved or not like guided like resolved by the team? You're saying right exactly.
No, you have to understand it very clearly what I'm saying. The point is, Kotak Mahindra has to realize their responsibility at the branch level between their customers. If and when there is an issue between two customers at a branch, between the customers belonging to different branches, between customers of different banks, where one
Okay.
of the customer is your customer, you have to take the side of your customer, not the side of other banks or other financial entities customers. Okay, it's not about UPI, it's not about NPCI, all nonsense bullshit things. It's not about those things. It's about your customers primarily.
Okay, but it depend on the case actually. What exactly
That's
you have
what you
a
people are
issue? Okay.
lagging. You people are lagging in the banking domain related aspects. That's what I want to emphasize.
Because some things happen, ki something na that was not
No,
related to the
no,
bank.
this approach will not
Okay.
work. quite frankly speaking, your bank managers have to be in close touch with their customers. They have to understand their customers properly. It's not just about knowing your customer, KYC documents, and all those kind of things. It doesn't work. Okay? This United Trust of India, across India, banking transactions, movement, that all those things will not work. Even if you throw money, it will not work. People will lose trust. They will curse. Okay? Between Hindi people, riots will happen. Okay? North, south. It's not even about that. So you people have to understand your roles as far as banking mechanism is concerned. Everyone has to play their role sincerely. Okay? So yeah, it's not about putting blame on governments, putting blame on cybercrime department from government. Those kind of things, it will not work actually. I've been speaking about the fraud issue since September 2024.
Okay.
Only Shivkumar understands what I'm talking about. And Shubham Rana.
Shivam Rana and Shivkumar, sir. Okay.
Rest others, I mean, why don't they have banking related domain knowledge? Can't they understand the customers properly? Why is that the case? That's why you people have to follow certain aspects which are crucial for banking related aspects, and then improvise on top of that. It's not about. No. Hold on, I'll complete this one. First, you people have to understand that bare minimum principles that are to be adopted from a bank. Then you have to improvise. It's not ruining the existing system and then you try to improvise. It will not work in that way.
Okay. Now, if case is under bank section,
that's what. If we keep blaming on others, if I keep blaming on others, if I keep blaming on system, and if I keep on doing the same mistakes again and again, it will not work. Even that will also not work, quite frankly speaking. That's what you people are doing, Kotak Mahindra. You people are putting the onus on customers, on the system, on police, on cybercrime department, on SIM providers, on PhonePe and Google Pay. You people are the ones who are giving facilities, UPI facilities. You are enabling your customers to use UPI by making changes in the software. You people should have violated the UPI system before even rolling out these kind of features. Before even accepting NPI norms, UPI norms, you people should have done it beforehand. Making sure that if fund transfers are happening from PhonePe via Kotak Mahindra Bank app or whatever from your banking apps, you should collect the documents. Only then the transaction will go through. NPI people will say that you can transfer 5 lakhs from your PhonePe, which is connected to your Kotak Mahindra Bank, and Kotak Mahindra Bank is fine with that. Even PhonePe is fine with that. And if fraud happens, nothing can be done about it. It's a customer's loss. If you people follow this kind of banking principles, I don't think anyone will bank with your kind of people, quite frankly speaking.
Understood, sir.
Yeah, you people have to ask the questions. Why is that you people are telling that you are empowering companies like PhonePe and other entities to transfer 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs in one shot without making a mandatory rule that documents have to be in place if the transaction has to go through. Fraud and redressal mechanisms should be addressed by the bank, actually, quite frankly speaking. We cannot put the onus on governments, police, state governments, Interpols. That will not work. It will not work. It will not work. It hasn't worked, which is why I have contacted Kotak Mahindra Bank as a customer.
Yeah, but I think related to fraud, have you got a proper resolution yet?
That's what I'm saying about these things. Shivkumar understands it. And
What
bank
happens?
managers have to understand about these things. Kotak Mahindra has to realize their responsibilities. Okay, before rolling out any
When
feature in the
yeah,
future,
uh,
like UPI or whatever XYZ, by making sure that the systems are foolproof. Just like the way you people have rolled out the lock facility with regards to credit card, which can be locked and unlocked in the app. It's a very good feature actually, if you think about it, in the banking industry.
correct, correct.
Yeah,
It's like
likewise.
this, we need exactly approval, we need like higher limitations to get and take an action according to that particular cases. But yeah, that's a scenario here. We have a limited thing to like make an action on particular cases. That's the thing. If bank given empower like us in staff thing, staff like you can take a high level of like action on that particular case. So yeah, we will do that. Will help for particular
It's
customer.
not about help. That's what I'm saying. It's not about help. It's about the duty actually. Because Kotak Mahindra exists, which is why I have become a customer. It's because of Kotak Mahindra, not because of the help. It's because of their rate of interest, the security features. It's because of the service. It's because of their duty. It's because of their features in the banking industry. People look for
That's
that.
why banks have diversify all these sectors in particular.
Likewise, I'll complete this one. Likewise, fraud and redressal mechanism is the most important department in the banking industry. You can take any local banks, which are regional banks, which only operate in the respective districts. You can see how they work, and you people will understand.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Without making sure that the framework is proper as far as these mechanisms are concerned, without proper testing, with dummy customers, by actually trying to simulate a fraud in the mock testing phase without having the results. If you roll out these kind of features, then people like us, your customers, will face the problems when they occur.
Correct.
Yeah, so this is a lesson for your institution. Okay. And if you people improvise on these kind of areas, and if you move forward, then probably customers from ICICI Bank might probably shift their account from ICICI Bank to your bank account. I mean, to your bank. Right? That's why I moved my funds from Axis salary account to Kotak Mahindra Bank way back in 2014 because I was getting 6% rate of interest for my savings account against 4% which I was getting at Axis Bank. It's because of Kotak Mahindra. It's not because of cybercrime department, police, regional cyber police stations, legal system, court system, or BJP, Congress, or RBI for that matter. Okay, so these are the things which you people have to understand, and even the credit card facility which you people are providing as far as the feature is concerned, the lock and unlock thing in the app. I don't think any other banks are providing this kind of feature, which is a great thing actually. Likewise, you people have to as well improvise as far as the dispute and fraud and dispute redressal mechanism is concerned. Fraud and dispute redressal mechanism is concerned. Yeah. And people like Shivkumar have to be hired. People like Shivkumar should be allowed to do their work properly. They have to be supervised as well properly by the management team. Even people like Santosh V at the branch. Everyone. Okay. So UPI in the future, if at the moment Kotak Mahindra bank account is the only bank account for which I have enabled UPI. For the rest of the accounts with other banks, I have literally disabled UPI. Quite frankly speaking, because I don't want to incur any loss in the future because of SIM cloning or XYZ. I'm even thinking of going back to the old days of doing things. One account. which will not be connected to internet or mobile banking app or the number or the Aadhaar. Just plain simple savings bank account, passbook and the checkbook. That's it, done.
Correct.
So this is what I'm thinking as a customer, and it's something which you people have to think about these kind of issues.
Sure, so definitely.
Mm.
Because this is the thing, like, of course, we had a feedback basis. We have shared those feedback to the higher department to implement
No, your
those,
higher department
points.
people are making mistakes. They are the main culprit ones.
Like,
They didn't do any testing
yes.
as far as UPI systems are concerned. Even today,
Like,
NPCI says that you can transfer 5 lakhs in one shot, 10 lakhs in one shot. Who wants that kind of fund transfers to happen? I haven't given any consent as far as, I haven't set any limit from the bank side. For IMPS, you can set the transaction limits in the bank account in the mobile banking app.
correct.
So why your management employees are actually not taking up these kind of matters seriously for their customers?
I agree, sir.
Google Pay can directly hook to your customers' accounts, savings accounts, if the number is linked to your savings account, your bank account at Kotak Mahindra Bank. They don't need Aadhaar, they don't need anything. Which means you have a tie-up with Google. Your management has allowed tie-up to happen between Kotak Mahindra Bank and Google Pay. Now, if any fraud happens, Kotak Mahindra says that it's a responsibility of cybercrime department or BJP government or Congress government or army or district high courts, regional high courts. Who will listen? Why would anyone customer like we will listen?
So we can do
Yeah.
one thing. We can go a step here. Okay, if you wish, we can, from my end, I'll just share this scenario to my higher department, the escalation team. So yeah, even they will help you with this.
No, by this time it should have been your bank's responsibility to actually recover the money from the opposite entities as early as possible and deposit the money back into my bank account. Actually, you people are the ones who are supposed to be the intermediaries between two parties, between two customers of Kotak Mahindra Bank, at the same branch or different branches, or between different financial entities. You are the ones, the primary point of contact. You people are the ones should be there. And I've been speaking about this one since September 2024. I was having a different impression of the system actually. I had not realized about these aspects. It is something which I have realized later on. That it's actually bank's responsibility, which is why Kotak Mahindra exists in the banking sector as a mediator between two entities, between two account holders.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the duty of district police or cyber team or whatever XYZ. They are outsiders actually. If you have been kidnapped and if they have extorted money, okay, in that case, kidnapping becomes a serious offense. That's a law and order issue in that case. Money plays a secondary role. They will try to fix that aspect, okay. The money related aspects has to be taken care by the banks.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is something which your management has to realize as to what the responsibilities are. If you say that it's a responsibility of BJP government or central government or RBI or XYZ or district governments or cybercrime department, and we can't do anything, then people will literally laugh. Already they have laughed actually, in my case. So this is what I wanted to emphasize. Basically, I'm not trying to cut you, or I'm not trying to stop you from talking. It's just that I wanted to finish whatever that I wanted to say from my end, just so that I can recover the money as early as possible from the opposite entities. Quite frankly speaking, what I would have expected is, ideally, I would bring up this matter to Kotak Mahindra Bank, get it reversed as early as possible, and then Kotak Mahindra Bank, maybe perhaps within a span of 7 days or 5 days, 5 working days, and Kotak Mahindra officials will work behind the scenes and they will recover the money from the opposite entities. Because Kotak Mahindra has a lot of connections across India.
Okay.
It's not people like me. We don't have any connections. I come from software background. I won't be having connections with politicians or area MLAs, leaders, or state government officials or CEOs at Kotak Mahindra. I won't be having, which is where bank manager exists to address these kind of problems in the system, to be an interface between their customers and other financial entities in the system, in the banking ecosystem.
Correct, sir.
If I go and approach other entities, they might charge more money as legal fees or whatever else.
Okay.
They might say, we will refund your money maybe perhaps after 3 years, like in the case of police, cybercrime department at Dharwad. They said that these kind of issues are generally resolved after 3 years, or maybe they will take at least 3 years.
Okay, understood.
Then
Okay, I think that you already shared those things with Shiv Kumar, right? Even
I've shared to Shiv Kumar, and this call is also recorded actually. And other thing is, the most important thing is your management should concentrate on your core banking related aspects. Core. It's not about making your customers to speak in English or Hindi or Kannada or make them use Airtel network just so that Airtel customers are made to pay money. I mean, you're not doing that, but the impression actually gives in this fashion in the society.
the things at last, what we can do from our end, we can do max help, whatever.
No, it's not about help. That's what I'm saying. It's a duty actually, quite frankly speaking. Ideally, when these kind of matters are brought to your notice, your manager's notice, branch manager's notice, my accounts manager's notice, they have to address it as early as possible actually. SBI has a timeline of 1 month actually. They won't tell you to go to CBI or XYZ. Even India Bank manager, he said, generally for these kind of matters, people don't go anywhere. They approach the bank manager and get it resolved. Or bank ombudsman. Ideally speaking, since your company is a private organization, you people have to be a step ahead compared to nationalized banks or other banks who are not really that well off, who generally operate only at regional level, such as few districts or few taluks. That's a different ball game. Ideally, I would have thought actually to have it reversed as early as possible within a span of 5 working days. And your officials behind the scenes should actually recover from other parties, because it's a UPI related thing at the end of the day, where Kotak Mahindra is equally involved by being a consortium member.
Got it.
Yeah. And then you people have to talk to other parties, whoever are involved, and have the numbers negated on their side. And the same number should reflect on my bank account. Cash has not been involved anywhere. Yeah, and if you people have any discrepancy, if you people are having any issues in the consortium meetings between members, then you people have to form a tribunal within the consortium and have it resolved over there. But first, you people have to address your customers' grievances by doing the best thing in the industry compared to other consortium members, such as ICICI, Access, or PhonePe, or Google Pay, or HDFC, or XYZ. That's how you people will stay ahead in the consortium member as a consortium member in the industry for your customer's sake. What if an issue had occurred between two account holders at the same branch? Ideally, bank money would have resolved the matter, actually, if you think about it, because everything would be part of the same umbrella, isn't it?
Correct, sir.
With all the KYC details, and bank manager would be knowing their customers in person properly. They would pitch in and resolve the complaints. If you had transferred the funds by mistake, let's say. So this is what, you people have to really realize your core responsibilities with regards to your customers. This is very crucial as far as banking industry is concerned. And Kotak Mahindra primarily.
Correct.
It's not about the police, it's not about cybercrime, it's not about BJP, Congress, or XYZ, JDS, JDO, or whatever it is. Akali Dal.
Politics doesn't matter in the banking field as of now, okay? So
not even cybercrime department. Not even those people actually. No one. It's because you people have formed a consortium here. NPCI, UPI, PhonePe, Google Pay, Kotak Mahindra, HDFC, Access, S Bank, ICICI, or whatever else. Right? It's one circle. Right? You people should have been my MLA actually, and should have represented me over there in the parliament, in the consortium, as a member, and should have reversed the charge. Reversed the money, and then you people should have recovered it from the other parties. First, your customers come first, right? It's your first. It's your customers first, isn't it? That's the policy which every bank follow, quite frankly speaking, at the branch level.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
It's not about PhonePe customers or Google Pay or ICICI or HDFC. It's your customers at the branch level.
Correct.
So this is what you people have to discuss with your management officials. They have to listen to my calls and have my money recovered or reversed as early as possible, maybe perhaps within a span of 5 days, next 5 days.
Okay.
Have a deadline in place. Send out an email. First, reflect the numbers in my bank account. That should be the first goal. And then behind the scenes, you people represent me as a customer. As a representative in the consortium. Yeah, these are the principles which your bank employees, such as your management officials, should understand. Seriously.
Got it.
So can I have a timeline? Maybe what? Today is 14th, isn't it? 14th February 2025. Can I expect maybe after 5 days or within a span of 5 days, I'll have my money in my account?
Got it. Regarding the different things, when I'll not give any assurity. So
that's where this is the crucial thing. Your customer, like me, he has been speaking since September 2024. Will ICICI be bothered about this? will Krishna Gramin Bank or Bandhan Bank officials will be responsible for this? I mean, as far as the grievances are concerned,
Mm.
it's Kotak Mahindra, isn't it? It's not even UPI or NCPI or RBI for that matter.
Yeah, whatever the action things which we have, so we will take an action as per the process.
No, it's
Whatever
not
we
about the
have.
action. It's about the goal. It's about ultimately what has to be done, isn't it? Your customer has lost the money because of a fraud. And if Kotak Mahindra cannot do anything, then why should anyone, people like me, should bank with Kotak Mahindra Bank?
I agree, sir.
Isn't
Not in
it?
the Kotak Bank. There's a
It's
lot of things.
logical. It's a logical thing.
I understood, sir.
Yeah.
Understand you had a bad experience, Kotak, and led those kind of concerns, with the fraud thing.
Yeah, but we should have some targets. We should have some measures in place going into the future. We cannot just sit and say that we have adopted the policy of generalization. You should live with your losses. We are fine with that. We should all be fine with that. Let the customers of PhonePe, Google Pay, HDFC, ICICI prosper by looting your customers. I mean, customers like me. I mean, your management people might be saying in this way. If that is the kind of culture you people want to harness, or if you people want to actually follow or empower, or if you people want to adopt, then why would people like me would bank on Kotak Mahindra Bank? It's about banking, isn't it? You're trusting them. There is a reason actually as to why you wish to collaborate with Kotak Mahindra Bank.
I agree, sir.
So this is what, it's not about generalization. It's not about being fine with the losses and accepting the fact that we should not be doing anything. Or
If I wish to help you now, so I can do only one.
it's not help. That's what I'm saying. It has to be a duty. It has to be a duty of course to Kotak Mahindra Bank. Literally.
It's Kotak Bank duties.
Yeah.
So, one thing then, when
If you people don't realize, who else will? Local level leaders, MLA, they will not realize this as a responsibility because it is Kotak Mahindra Bank's responsibility. It's a duty, right?
It depends, sir. Now it depends on the particular issue.
That's what. It's dependent on the particular issue. This is where your bank, my bank manager, my Kotak Mahindra Bank account manager will come into the picture. Where is he? He doesn't even know me, actually.
Even the branch manager, even they will help you for this thing.
That's what I'm saying. They have to realize their roles. It's not help. That's what I'm saying. It's not their help. It's not a help. I migrated my funds from Axis Bank salary account to Kotak Mahindra because it wasn't a help. It was a business.
Basically, how it works, like of course, if branch manager, for example, if I'm the branch manager, in my hand, whatever I have empowered, that authority.
No. That's what your management has to inculcate these kind of principles across your banking branches.
Not in the Kotak Bank, and I think in all the banking sector, in finance sector.
Forget about other banks. There are thousands of banks in India, with license, without license. There are thousands in numbers, in thousands, maybe perhaps even in lakhs. Forget about those things. Think about your customers at the branch level, your organization, in the consortium, in the banking ecosystem, the UPI and CPI consortium, and at other whatever consortiums that exist. You people have to realize your duty. It's not help.
Okay.
Because ICICI will not reverse the funds, or PhonePe or Google Pay or HDFC, because They are the ones who are holding my money. Some fraudsters at some branches. They are the ones. Why will they bother of returning my money? And if you people don't represent me in the consortium, then what's the point of having this whole system in place?
Understood, sir.
Yeah. It's duty. That's what I'm saying. If you take it as a duty, if your management team follows this principle of duty thing, that's when you people will realize what your roles and responsibilities are with regards to your customers first. Actions will speak. It's not the words. You might say help and then reverse the charges maybe by tomorrow evening. That's fine. But do the things in actions, right?
Correct.
Yeah, since September, I've been speaking with Kotak Mahindra officials after I realizing that actually this is something which the bank institutions, the bank managers at the branch level should be actually involved in discussing these kind of matters and taking things forward from there on. None at Kotak Mahindra are taking this as a responsibility. None. This literally goes to say how irresponsible people can be at Kotak Mahindra Bank with regards to their customers. It's a bit blunt, it's bitter, but as a customer, I have to speak my words.
Correct, sir.
Isn't it?
Yes, of course, sir.
Why would SBI or PhonePe people will be concerned about these kind of transactions, fraudulent transactions, when the other party deceives your customers?
For us, all customers are the same. For us, not any difference we can make. But there's something now, like there are
all customers in the sense? No. Once again, your customer, your bank's customers, or UPI consortiums?
All, like, of course, all who has a Kotak account with us, all customers are the same for us. Not only if we treat for us, it's only we treat different thing with different service. Not like that. Service for all are the similar, not a difference.
If that was the case, let's say in the future, if your bank becomes like SBI, I'm pretty sure that there will be issues like currently what I'm having in the case of SBI. Okay, where one of the branch, a group of people have taken 18 lakhs from me through my friend by creating an account for him without any salary verification, background verification, nothing. Income proof, nothing. All right. Now, if we keep on saying that all customers are same, then this system will go for a toss. That's where case-by-case analysis has to be done, which has been accepted from your end as well. But in my case, it so happens that Kotak Mahindra Bank, they say that it's a cyber fraud, it's a generic issue, it's a societal issue, we can't do anything much about it. Cybercrime department, police people have to take the responsibility because UPI and CPI people, they allowed this kind of feature where anyone who has mobile number can have an account at PhonePe and have the fund transferred via business mechanism by talking to people like me. And your management team, without evaluating these kind of systems properly, they roll out these kind of features, and when problems occur, everyone literally does nothing. So in that case, whose responsibility is actually? One, it's my mistake because I relied on PhonePe, UPI, and CPI, Kotak Mahindra Bank, thinking that even if they happen to do fraud with me, if I raise my complaint at cybercrime department, the matters would be resolved properly. At that point, I didn't have an idea that I should actually be contacting the branch officials. It was actually the police inspector at the station on the call later on, after a month or so, he mentioned that we have given the FIR for you. You kindly contact your branch officials and take it forward from there.
Okay, so they have took a FIR for this.
I already have an order from Regional High Court as well, Hubli Dharwad High Court,
So what
and they have mentioned that,
it?
it's an offense. It's an offense, punishable offense. Now,
Okay, so have you received
now, when this is the case, when I approached Kotak Mahindra officials, when I have approached in September 2024, why is that Kotak Mahindra officials are lagging behind in resolving these kind of matters for their customers?
I think the many staff they have told you, sir, right? Due to whatever the thing we have highlighted up to the top management.
That's what, when your top management officials are to be blamed, when they are the main culprits, and they don't want to represent their customers at the branch level, they don't want to allow their bank managers to work properly, do their job properly, do their duty properly, or even people like Shivkumar, then how will I receive the money from the consortium? This is the whole problem, the main crux of the problem.
Right. In this case, even I think, even she's even the branch team, all we have took the lots of things or like multiple things to.
Branch manager, what he has said is, kindly resolve this matter as early as possible. He has sent out an email to Shivkumar, but it seems like there is a lot of communication gap between Shivkumar and the branch manager, and all the calls are recorded. Then what should I have to conclude? Neither branch people are doing anything, nor the VRMs, nor the management. Then what message is being sent out in the society with regards to Kotak Mahindra Bank and the UPI consortium that exists? It's a trouble, isn't it, if you think about it?
Understood, sir.
It's not about Hindi, Kannada, English. It's nothing to do with that, or Bangalore, Mumbai. It's about management. Ultimately, it's all about the management at Kotak Mahindra Bank.
Correct, sir, correct. Okay.
So this is what I wanted to emphasize. At least now I would expect to have a timeline of 5 days and have the money back in my bank account, and your officials should represent me in the consortium and recover the money from the parties who are involved with interest, telling that the money was with them for X number of days. We would like to have an interest as well. Should also say that it's a loss for Kotak Mahindra Bank for being part of this consortium, and even for customers like me who are your customers. This is how you people have to represent in the consortium. This is what MLAs do actually in the parliament.
Got it.
Yeah, the subject matters are different over there. So these are the principles which you people have to adopt. Your management professionals should be experienced enough to handle these kind of matters, realize their duty, responsibility with regards to their customers, and move forward. That's how improvisation can happen.
Correct.
So can I expect the money back in my account perhaps in the next 5 days?
depend on then already the case is going on the team, depend on the particular issue now. So let's hope I'm hoping
Not
that
hope. Not hope.
still on call, sir, I will not give any shorty. As you know, this is not the case that we can directly give a fund in your account from Kotak account, right? This amount went to someone, someone person who
That's
not
what.
paying.
Your officials should first reverse the amount, make the
Right.
changes in my bank account with regards to the numbers, and behind the scenes, recover the money from the other parties, because that process might take a lot of time. Now, because of the process, why should your customers face when your management officials are at fault?
Like if
When the
early,
consortium itself is actually a faltered one, it's not a robust system. When the consortium in itself is not good enough to actually have that kind of association among different entities in the banking sector. So this is
how it
what
can be.
if this, I believe this call is recorded. Have your officials, senior officials to listen, ask them to listen to this call and come to a conclusion and make your designated officials to send an email stating that by this date, with the next 5 working days, we'll have your money reversed in your account, and we will look into the matter by talking to respective entities at the consortium in the banking ecosystem.
Okay.
This is how your officials should speak with your customers, your bank managers, your VRMs, your kind of people in this call who attend these kind of calls. That kind of empowerment has to be given. That kind of responsibility has to be taken up.
Correct, sir.
So that's what I've been following up on this one endlessly since months. It's of no use if you think about it. If this is how it is, this is why
Okay,
banks
sounds
lose
good.
customers. Mm. Okay, so
Let's wait
I
for
wanted to actually emphasize on these aspects. I could have spoken to Shiv Kumar, but can you at least talk with them and the bank manager and your higher officials and provide me a date?
Okay.
Someone has to
And
take a
then
responsibility, because it's not just about having a call like this and then we will have a talk session, but we won't do anything for several months.
understood, sir, understood.
Mm. This is something which you people should have told me when I had called for the first time in September 2024. Or even before the fraud had taken place, even before the fraud which took place, I should have had these kind of information. Your bank manager should have told me, if you face any kind of banking related issues or frauds or disputes, kindly contact us and we will look into the matter and be there and resolve the matter as early as possible.
Sure, sir, sure. Okay, so let's wait for the positive update, sir. If we
Yeah.
are getting some result for this on this case, so let's wait. And we don't have another option right now, no? Let's just wait and watch what exactly they are taking action as per the process.
No, no. Wait and watch game is over. Actually, you can't do that. You can't really do that endlessly. A decision has to
Yes.
be taken from your
Yes.
higher officials.
Yeah, let's assume if we raise this thing to the higher official, of course they will do whatever in their hand, right? So max whatever the support they can apply, they can of course they can share support from their end, whatever they have authority to take an action as per the case. But thing is like so there is a fraud and UPI and other. The things bank have the same procedure. The main thing is the beneficiary team, beneficiary bank or beneficiary person, they should give a consent for debit release. Okay, after that, that customer or that from their bank will they transfer fund to your account.
Change the
That's the
process.
actual process.
Discuss in the consortium meetings, change the process.
This thing, this thing will
Why
be
is that
highlighted to the
your
architect.
management officials are lagging behind? Why don't they represent your customers in this fashion?
Kotak Bank, this is the all bank rules and regulations.
That's what I'm saying. It's not all banks.
RBI.
It's not all banks. It's not even RBI. They don't even care about your banks. None of the banks.
No, so even we have lots of for as per the personal basis, I have Axis Bank, Kotak, like HDFC banks too. The things happens to their bank.
Then
So
does it mean that crooks can have the money of genuine customers and nothing can be done against them? They will be allowed to loot the customers, genuine customers,
yeah,
without any
the policy change.
no, without any fear, without any remorse, without any nothing. I mean, they should just be allowed to do anything.
That's the thing. So it depend on the beneficiary team,
No,
beneficiary bank.
this is what it goes to say actually. You people are the ones who are empowering the crooks in the society by not actually.
So the thing,
This is what it shows. When your genuine customers are being let down, and if crooks are allowed to have my money, your genuine customers' money, without having a proper business in place, then what does it goes to say? It's Kotak Mahindra, it's a UPI consortium, it's RBI. Pretty much everyone is part of this whole system, rubbish system, actually.
so main thing, the process must be changed, right? That you are saying the process should change, right? Process must change here, right?
That's what that I shouldn't be telling that. Your bank managers, your management team should realize this. That's what I've been emphasizing, that this is not help. If your bank manager was up to the mark, he would have known his customers properly, which is why governments have been emphasizing, stating that KYC is mandatory. Know your customers properly.
Right. If there are some things
I'll
that you
complete
can
this one. I'll complete this one. Your manager, if he were to know me properly, this would have been a cakewalk for Kotak Mahindra, because he would have been literally like an MLA in the banking ecosystem, in the banking parliament. He would have represented me, his customers, bank branch customers.
If if you feel lucky, like Kotak Bank is not supporting you on this particular issue, you can directly highlight this thing to the RBI grievance. Okay?
That's what I don't want to speak to RBI directly. That's what I wanted to say. That's exactly. I know those mechanisms. But if I do that, then what's the point of having Kotak Bank?
Exactly.
I know those things. These things I know that. But then the question arises, why do we have Kotak Mahindra Bank?
Understood, sir. Of course,
Why?
Kotak, we have already highlighted those things, right, as per the process, but still you're not getting solution. From your end, you can directly raise the things to the RBI. Okay?
No, that's what. That thing, it is known to many. That is something which is known to many. That is there. Even if they don't know, they will get to know. Even if they don't know, they will get to know. That's not a problem. That's good thing that you're mentioning. That's fine. But what I'm emphasizing is, your customers shouldn't even approach RBI. That's how Kotak Mahindra should be.
No, I agree, but there's some scenario key. Let's assume there for your example, if you have this issue, right? But this issue is from the long term, not from the last couple of days, right? It's from the long term, so if I'm not wrong, right? But you're not getting resolution, we have to must take some action, right? As per the what are the norms we have, right? So from your end, just do whatever, as personal suggestion, just highlight this into RBI grievance section. So as per this grievance section, they will take an action.
Now, do you represent RBI or Kotak Mahindra?
Yeah, of course, I represent Kotak Mahindra Bank, but as per I'm just on your shoes. I'm sitting on your shoes. If the Kotak Bank
No, ideally, what you should have done is raised a service ticket, escalated this issue to your senior officials, and even RBI as well via bank manager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because
So that's already
because
branch
because
manager.
the money was with Kotak Mahindra Bank, and you are the ones who represent me in the banking ecosystem in a business.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's why we have different banks in the banking ecosystem. It's not RBI. They have delegated this work by creating multiple institutions, both public and private. And there are legacy banks as well, who are partly private, partly public. Some have completely migrated to public domain. Some are still not sure where to be.
Okay, then.
See, system-wise, we know certain things. That's why I had approached cybercrime department, all those things. That's done. RBI thing, that's also there. But the question which arises here is, when you're suggesting me to approach over there,
Mm-hmm.
then you people have to tell me why is that this department exists, branch exists, bank managers exist, VRMs exist, or the hierarchy that exists at Kotak Mahindra Bank, at Bangalore, at Mumbai. That is where, if you people realize that it's your responsibility, then you people will take up these kind of matters very seriously.
Mm. Understood, sir.
Yeah, so these kind of cultural values are missing. This is exactly what I wanted to emphasize. And these kind of problems will occur when we try to deal with multiple projects. We don't just deal with one particular aspect or core aspects of banking with regards to the customers. When we try to mix up too many things, this is when the problems arise, such as UPI.
Okay.
Yeah, your management officials have they have completely lost track of their banking principles. Completely. Because
Exactly. Uh,
you shouldn't even say that I should approach RBI.
mm.
You
And
shouldn't.
there
That should have been the
are
work
something,
culture.
that's
That should have
something
been the
you
work
got.
culture.
You're connected with lots of colleagues, lots of VRM right here, but still you're not getting solution now.
That's
So
what
can
you're
that
not understanding. What's your good name, by the way?
Yogesh, my name is Yogesh.
Yogesh.
Okay.
This is what I wanted to emphasize.
Uh-huh.
This should have been your culture,
That
bank's culture.
but yeah, if you want, we can highlight from our side to the higher department as per the process, whatever we have, okay? But at last, if you're not getting solution, right, so we don't have an option, sir. You can highlight to the from whatever option you have from your end, you can highlight over there. Even as person suggests, first highlight this thing to put a grievance box, okay? Just drop a mail. Second thing, if you're not getting solution within the 24 hours, direct highlight to the RBI bucket, RBI grievance team. So there is some hierarchy, okay? So if you go with this procedure, I'll make sure you will get some type of solution you will get in this case. Okay.
That's
So my
that's why that's why we have bank managers precisely.
bank managers, okay, from there and what they can do, they will just approach to the beneficiary team.
No,
He
are they
just
paid
want inform.
salaries? Are they paid salaries by Kotak Mahindra Bank or
Actually, they're
UPI
getting a
or
salary.
RBI? Who provides salaries to them?
Of course, they're getting salary from the Kotak Bank, right? There's no doubt on that, but still, sir, I'm
This is
saying
where the problem is. This is where exactly the problem is. This is exactly where the problem is. The problem is
uh,
the work culture related, the banking related cultural aspects, it's not actually followed across the banks in a similar fashion. It's not done, actually.
mm-hmm.
Some will say help, some will say duty, some will say you are hired via recruitment. You are hired by references, you are hired by connections. If you're, there are a lot of mechanisms in place. That's when these kind of problems arise. Because there is no proper culture, no guidance, nothing, no working mechanisms in place. They won't realize their responsibilities. This is exactly where we are failing in the banking ecosystem. This is what I wanted to emphasize. Eye contacting to RBI directly, it's pointless. It's completely pointless. Then what's the point of having bank managers, branches, VRMs, your department, your management officials, call recordings, and you have a consortium there where only selected group of companies are involved in UPI related transactions and businesses.
But Sawan sir, this
Listen, I'll complete. Yogesh, I'll complete. Hold on. I'll complete.
So you have too
I'll
much
complete.
to say, sir. But it is like we need a solution, sir. For this we require a solution.
That is where I am saying you represent me at RBI. That's the change you people have to bring in.
Like, I think already some kind of things going on with the Kotak. Like they have already highlighted to the higher departments too, right, with your cases. But still you're not getting the solution. That's the main point, sir. Because the procedure, what is the procedure Kotak banks have, or what is the different banks have, they're following their procedures, sir. Still, like whatever they can do from their end, okay. But still, if you want to make a change in the particular like formality, or you can say guideline, which you want to change the procedure. The thing is like directly we need to highlight the high department, means to the RBI thing, RBI bucket.
What is the channel for that? No, let's say let's say there wasn't any channel such as RBI. Let's say.
And I'll personally suggest you keep first first drop a mail, simply mail what you feel are the Kotak grievance, okay? If you just wait and watch what they are updating on
No. See, I have done from my end. Now in this call, what we have to discuss is from Kotak Mahindra Bank, what targets will be in place, goal sets. That is something which we have to finalize.
Okay.
Yeah, without involving other entities. I had even discussed about consulting Axis Bank. Yeah. Then what's the point? What's the point? It's waste. It's a waste thing. It's a ridiculous thing, actually. That's what I'm saying. Kotak Mahindra, your department officials, VRMs, bank managers, management team, consortium that exists with regards to UPI or IMPS or NEFT or whatever RTGS, XYZ checks, cash circulation through CMS or some third-party vendors or whatever it is. It is the bank's responsibility. You can't exclude your customers. That's what exactly I want to emphasize. You can't keep your customers out. Your customers. They ideally speaking, there shouldn't be even a mechanism where a customer of a bank should approach RBI, which is why legal system exists. They didn't existed before. Even RBI didn't exist actually. It was only private banks. Way back in 1930s, Bank of Maharashtra.
Now it is famous and not that they remain the same RBI bank, right? Now it's
not all banks. Not all banks. Not all banks follow RBI. There are many legal entities. They are freely allowed to do banking practices everywhere. Yeah. SBI bank managers, they literally do banking through unofficial agents, through their connections.
Okay,
political connections.
You can do one thing, sir. So additionally, you can just do one thing. Just add on Kotak grievance and just mention this the highlight points, whatever you want to make a changes here. Okay. So from a grievance team, let's check what the exactly update you're getting over there. What
Can
you're
you
getting.
can you can you not create an email or send an
See,
email to me
because
specifying
from
what is that
our
email ID exactly, what that has to be done from my end?
grievance, grievance directly, I mean, from Kotak website now, you can directly add a grievance section. There's one grievance section. You can enter your basic information, means your mail ID, your name, there's one column over there, like comment column. So you can mention the things what you want to present over there. Okay, and just click on, just stand on that particular mail ID. It directly comes on Kotak grievance bucket. Okay, after coming on Kotak grievance bucket, grievance team is nothing like an escalation team, sir. Okay, they're a higher department, they take an action as per the like whatever things we have. Okay, they will take an action, and whatever the update they'll provide within 20 to 40, 20 within 24 days you will get an update. Whatever things they can do from their end, because this is a higher department. Like as grievance, Kotak grievance is a higher department from escalation team. Okay, so you can directly approaching your higher department from your end. If it is not getting solution, then it's your call. See what you have to do the next step. Okay, but I'm sure if you're highlighting the grievance team now, Savan sir, I'll make you a surety, not a surety, but still there's some hope they'll give some resolution over there. Okay, for these cases.
Okay, and
This you can.
what is the email ID?
Hold on, I need to check. So usually, mostly you guide customer to prefer the website, because our website they are directly section of grievance section, grievance status section. So you can actually click on that, and you have to enter the basic information and mention your whatever thing you have to mention.
No, generally it so happens that the branch officials, they say that you can go and log in and you can change your address. And when you log in and see, you won't have any option over there. It has happened with Axis Bank once.
No need to log in over there. When you come in Kotak website, now official website, you just need to scroll down. At last, we have a section of grievance status. There's one section. Okay, you have to go on that. You have to select that section, and as per your concern, you have to select the option. Okay, when you select the option, it will there's one blank page will open. Over there, you have to enter your name, your mail ID, your phone number, and there will be comment box below that. Just need to mention the issue over there and concern, and they will submit that option from there. It went to the grievance ID directly. If you wish, just go with a.
That's one option, which is good thing. That's one option, which is good thing. Now, since we have discussed about this issue for quite some time, for quite a long time actually, not some time, you should actually be in a position to initiate an email from your end, and I should receive that with the link. I click on that, and then proceed from there. Or you can at least create a service ticket, which can be followed up. Something.
I can check that.
Yeah, some outcome should be there from this call, because we will speak endlessly. I've been speaking like this since September 2024, but from the call we don't achieve anything.
Yes.
Mm.
Need some solution, some.
So now the question comes: why exactly do we even have this call mechanism in place? This particular mechanism. One thing is to understand the customer and the grievance over the call. That's good.
Got it.
The next question comes is, what next?
Got it.
Yeah. So this is where if few people have the right kind of management professionals in the banking industry at Kotak Mahindra Bank, then they will know exactly what they are supposed to do as far as their work is concerned. Precisely. Very precisely. They don't even have to be told by anyone. None. They will exactly know what they are supposed to do. Where to approach, what to do, how to get the money back, what has to be done with regards to their customers first. They will precisely know what they are supposed to do. People like perhaps from IIMs or who have good experience in handling customers, who have knowledge on the software side as well as customer interaction. So these are the aspects actually.
Good. So
And
we can,
this is determined by the culture. The culture. Look at Microsoft. Look at Apple. And look at Micromax. Right? There's a lot of difference. Look at Google for that matter.
correct.
Right? There are many companies in Bangalore. 80% of them are worthless. Rubbish.
Okay, let's do with this, answer. We can, I'm on call itself, and just log in the Kotak website. Okay, I'll just guide you the steps where you can go with the grievance redressal option. So from your end, you can directly pass on those message to the grievance team directly. Okay. So could you just log in the Kotak website, www.kotak.com? Just search this on Chrome, or if you're using the Android, just search on Chrome.
Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah. My internet says that it's not okay. Hold on a second. I have to enable the internet. Okay. Once again.
Okay.
Kotak.com, right?
Yes, www.kotak.com.
Okay. Just the website. I don't have to log in, isn't it?
Just be on website, don't log in.
Okay. What I will do is there's something called a service request.
No. Don't click on service request. Just scroll down. Just from last page. Under a customer service section, there is one on third option we have grievance redressal. Just come on last page.
Once again.
Like I think there are starting option of about us, customer service, calculator tools.
I'm opening this on the mobile, not on the laptop. This is on the mobile.
I think there is a gray box over there. In gray box, this option is mentioned over there about us, customer service. Under customer service, we have that grievance redressal option.
Okay. All right. Once again. Grievance redressal. Report fraud and raise dispute, isn't it?
Grievance and redressal.
There is report fraud and raise dispute. There's another
Report fraud. Above that, we have an option of grievance redressal. Let's check.
And what about this fraud and raise dispute thing? Because my situation is
That is fraud. Yeah, you can, but I'll suggest you first go with the grievance redressal, because this is the complaint grievance section where we are making complaint, right? So just go with this option, and afterward you can go with your fourth option. Grievance redressal option.
No. The points which are mentioned in this call should be highlighted from your end. As far as the banking practices are concerned at Kotak Mahindra Bank, the management related issues, those are separate.
But you can mention, even you can mention a post point over there.
Then that's okay. For the future thing, I can do that. But with regards to fraud and dispute thing, the below option which exists over there, I can pick up that one, click on that link, and I can send the details, isn't it?
Yes. Let me check in fraud and dispute section or dispute checking on it.
Okay. So grievance redressal. So then, what is the difference between grievance redressal and report fraud and dispute? Fraud or as dispute thing.
Basically, in grievance redressal, those customers select this request. The customer want to change something in means of service, we can say, and like if customer want to highlight something, right? So we mention on auto in the detail section. You can check
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can those options. And as per the fraud and dispute that section, I think they will ask for to enter your like phone number, CRN, date of birth, and all, right? And you
Mm-hmm.
have to make that all transaction details, which is like from the date, time, and whatever, all the things you have to mention over there. And because it's like a request ID, you can say. We are raising a request for a particular transaction. The same
Mm-hmm.
that we have raised to the internal team.
Yeah, and no, this issue is being looked by VRM already anyway, actually, but I haven't received
Uh-huh.
any ticket as such. All the transaction details
And,
are in the document. Quite frankly speaking, it's all there. If
okay.
I upload the document, would that be sufficient? Where some person who receives that complaint at the bank, he will go through the document and then
Then,
enter all the
uh,
necessary details in the system.
you can attach because there's an attachment file over there. You can whatever the document you have like in your phone, you can
Hmm.
even attach document over there. Okay, in attachment file.
That's what
And yeah,
these activities should have been done by VRM actually. One designated person should have actually
uh,
should have at the branch level, because this is why we have the branch concept, the VRMs, the bank managers, their subordinates,
mm,
because most of the things, the banking related aspects have been automated actually. Even the interest payments, it's everything pretty much has been automated. The FD interest payments.
correct, correct.
Yeah. So the only left out thing is the fraud and dispute redressal mechanism related aspects and
Okay.
loan related aspects. Because
Loan
in my
related.
case, in a span of 10 years, I haven't spoken like this, not even once.
Okay.
Not even once. There was probably only one instance where I had to bring up a matter where nominee details were not shown in the website, internet banking website properly, and I had to go to the branch and then discuss the matter and then have it resolved. That was the only one thing. So,
Got it.
and I had kept close to 30 lakhs at Kotak Mahindra Bank during those times. And before that, I had not even visited the branch, and I wasn't even knowing who the bank manager was.
Acha, okay.
Yeah. So in these kind of cases, your bank manager should realize the customers, even if they don't happen to meet them in person. And when these
Mm-hmm.
kind of issues occur, your bank officials at the branch should actually see in how much time or in what quicker time the matters can resolve.
Correct.
Yeah, they have to actually literally take up the matters in their hands
Mm-hmm.
and do all the necessary activities, consulting RBI or talking in the consortium, at the consortium, at the meetings, in the meetings, or talking to other parties who are involved in the fraud, be it PhonePe or HDFC or ICICI or XYZ or whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
This is why we have branches, quite frankly speaking. This is the
Correct.
main reason. This is one aspect, another one is loan. There are only two things left out for the most part. Another one could be probably customer onboarding thing.
Mm-hmm. I will. I really understand your feel, sir.
And check. Check is the other one. Check clearances related matters.
Check clearance. Okay.
Yeah. And if investments are being done at the branch, let's say with regards to Max Life or mutual funds, there will be a separate person who will interact with the customer at the branch and discuss the matters. I know these things because I know fair bit of, I have fair bit of information about banking and the investments and other things, which is why I'm sharing my thoughts. So when these kind of issues arise, and if nobody from the branch or the VRM side or from the Kotak Mahindra official side, the management official side, if they are not actually
La-
trying to
check.
resolve the matter,
Sure, definitely.
then
Uh,
it's a really a serious question.
Yes. And please from your end, sir, Ram sir, please go with a grievance reversal option, enter the things whatever you feel with the product service and related to the case, okay? Mention all this point whatever you have in your mind, okay? So just send on that mail, just wait for the 24 and 48 or whatever the thing, just wait for the update, whatever they're giving update, might be there's some resolution, their path, they'll suggest you on that call, okay? So wait for that update. So just follow that grievance ID, okay? May I know like, in which page are you on right now? I think grievance status will be correct.
Grievance, that is fine, but with regards to this money related aspect, money coming back to my account, that's still a question mark actually. How do we fix this problem?
Correct.
Because I was expecting to resolve this matter maybe perhaps in next 5 days.
Even you can mention that point there was so and so transaction was done on so and so date, which is a fraud transaction, it's not resolved yet. You can mention those points over there. Okay, mention the date and the amount wise, amount mention the date and amount over there. So even the team they will cross check what exactly was transaction that, okay, and what Kotak Bank have taken action on that. So all the things will be nullified in that mail. Okay, so mention this thing specifically on that particular ID grievance ID, so they can highlight. They will take an action.
But what can I expect from the other side, from the other end?
From our end, sir, from my side, if you're talking about, I can only raise this thing to the higher department, which is our escalation team.
No, from grievance redressal.
From grievance, there are the higher possibilities of the chances ki they will help you with this case and they will highlight to the higher team of Kotak Bank.
No, not help or reporting. They have to resolve this matter possibly in next 5 days,
yes.
Let's say.
Resolution things over there from that mail, okay? That's why I'm suggesting personally ki if you mark those things to the given side, there are chances ki we will get positive response from the team. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, so from your end, whatever you feel now, just mention those points. Okay, and clearly.
No, this is exactly what I wanted to emphasize. Pinpoint the problem. Coherence is a concept actually. Coherence. Yeah, coherence. What it means is everything should be coherent.
Okay.
So if you're providing something for feature, there should be some reason for that. There should be some outcome. Some goal-oriented approach mechanism should be followed. Like service tickets, the VRMs, the bank managers. If you send an email, if you discuss a matter, everything should be goal-oriented. That's how banking is actually.
Correct.
This is where people like us will walk away with an impression that Kotak Mahindra is not actually doing their job properly when it comes to resolving their customers' grievances. One will say we have to approach the bank manager in person. One will say we have to talk to VRM. One will say I will be the mediatory. Another person will say grievance, and another person will say that let's wait for some more time.
Yeah,
what this shows is lack of preparation, basically.
Because even we don't have direct option now. Because even
not about option. Not having an option is not a question here. It's a report card. It's a report card of Kotak Mahindra Bank. It's not about an option. I had an option. My account was with Access. I moved my funds here because of 6%. It's not being sarcastic from my end or your end. You're not being sarcastic. Neither I am actually. We both have to see that how we can actually meet our requirements from your department side and from my side.
Exactly, sir.
And in my case, it so happens that I have to completely rely on Kotak Mahindra. There is no other option, quite frankly speaking, in this matter. So this is what distributed mechanism, Bangalore branch officials, that there's Mumbai, several branches here and there. There is no concept of coherence that exists at Kotak Mahindra Bank. This is pretty much everywhere. It's not just at Kotak Mahindra. Even in the case of SBI, this problem exists. Regional managers, they're all there, but I'm not sure to what extent they're effective. So that's where that's fine. I'll go ahead with this option from my end and see what will happen. But you have to send an email to Santosh V, who is the bank manager, and Shiv Kumar and Darshan, stating that the customer is expecting a date to have the money back in his account as early as possible.
Sure. Okay. Then,
It should start from there. It should start from there. This is possible only when they have a culture in place, starting from the top, not to be driven from the customer end. Your own officials should be the customers and see how your banking entities, your branches are faring in the business by doing these kind of exercises periodically. It's called self-evaluation. This is what your management have to implement perhaps in the future and be ready so that your customers will have more confidence on Kotak Mahindra Bank. Now it is 1.14 lakhs. Tomorrow it will be 5 lakhs because of UPI or some other system via NPCI or RBI or whatever. So I understand you're not being sarcastic. I understand you're trying to be on my side. I get that. I very much appreciate that, literally and sincerely as well. But for me, the problem here is, even if I take up this road, what is the next thing is a question mark for me. You are saying that probably they will reply back, and chances are that they might do something.
Right.
Which is a good thing. But what I'm emphasizing is all these aspects should be coherent, essentially. Meaning this conversation which I'm having should have more weightage, and that activity which I'll be doing, that should be a supplement. It should be taken in that fashion. So if we try to combine these different aspects and try to make it a coherent system, in that case we will be able to achieve the results in a better manner. And I'm speaking because for me that 1.14 lakhs is important, because I don't want to throw that money just like that.
That's a huge amount.
Yeah. Be it in the case of Kotak Mahindra or SBI or Axis or S Bank or India Post or some other entity, I don't really want to throw that money.
Correct.
Yeah, and this kind of principle is something which Kotak Mahindra should as well realize from their end as a banking institution in the banking ecosystem, in the UPI consortium, for their customers' sake, for their duty's sake, for their business sake. So it's all connected, it's all linked, everything has to be coherent.
Okay.
And there has to be a proper sophisticated management team who have good experience in resolving these kind of matters and making sure that their core job is not affected by any reason by anyone from the industry or from any other entities outside the industry.
Okay, sounds sir.
Fine. So you pass on the information via an email to Shiv Kumar, Darshan, Santosh, and to your management officials. And if your management, some person who would be listening to this call, if he is not doing his job, then you people have to see, just like the way I have to do the things on my side that you have mentioned, from your end as well, you should have certain powers at hand to initiate, to escalate from your end.
Correct, sir.
Only then this call mechanism and whatever time that we are spending in this call would be worth. Otherwise, it would be just another call, just wasting of my time, your time, and Kotak Mahindra's time.
Correct.
All right. So I'll have a call with Shiv-Kumar tomorrow. You schedule a call with him at 3 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
3 p.m. and pass on the information to him that your customer is looking for a date.
Okay. Then, sir.
And with these steps in place that I mentioned in the call, first reversal of the charges and then recovery of the money from other entities which are part of the consortium who have deceived your customer, which is me in this case.
Correct.
All right. With this, I'll end this call, and I would like to thank for your time.
Thanks for your, and just really feeling sorry for yourself for those services that you're facing with Kotak, and we hope so we will try to solve those things as soon as possible from our end, sir.
All right.
And please go for the grievance redressal thing, and then I'll let you know through these steps, because there are some points are there. You have to click on that option. Okay. If you're on the grievance page, should I guide you to the next step where you have to select what there are options after that? Okay.
What is it? What is it? Come again? I didn't understand.
Because if you go on grievance redressal, if you click on that option, even after that you'll get multiple options. Okay, so I'll just tell you where you have to click and which option you have to go to open that option. Okay, when you click on grievance redressal section, next you have to click on personal banking option. Okay, after clicking personal banking option, there is 3 sections will open: level 1, level 2, level 3. On level 1, you have to click on other section. Okay, after clicking others, it will directly the page will open. Means you have to enter the basic information. Over there, you have to mention the things which you are facing from the long time. Okay, so you can mention and direct submit that option. It will come to a given section ID. Okay, these things just you have to follow. First, after clicking grievance redressal option, click on personal banking. Next, click on others under level 1 section. It will come on it will take you on the comment page directly. Okay, this thing you have to follow, sir. Okay, so just make sure in your mind.
Okay, and will I be able to attach a document over there?
Over there, the attachment means the document whatever the document you have later regards to their complaint, whatever the things which you want to mention, you want to attach over there, you can attach, because they are given the option of to attach files, like choose file and attach file. So you can submit whatever the file you have in your phones regards to this case. So you can attach those things. So you can submit that option directly.
Okay, fine. And I will receive an email with the grievance ID and other necessary details in the email.
Correct. Just and make sure you please enter the proper details over there. The name, the first of your full name, mobile number, and email. This is mandatory point. Proper mention this 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, name. If I mention customer ID, it should encompass pretty much everything. That should be fine. I know those aspects. That's good. That's fine. But outcome-wise, I would not mention about these aspects, the managerial aspects which I have discussed in this call. I'll straight away bring up the point of that fraud thing. and I'll set my expectations over there and mention this is what I'm looking for as a customer, and let's see what happens from there.
Sure, sure.
This is this something new, or what is it like? I mean, was it available in 2024?
I didn't get you. It's
Was this option available back then in 2024?
20 to 24.
Yeah, 2024.
Yeah, this option is from like I think from last to last almost from 5 years. This option already updated on the website, previous section website.
Mm-hmm.
From long time, sir. Not like this launched from this recently in half an hour before. It's just from, I think it's from the like beginning of this. Like when we transfer this, we convert this Kotak. Previous it was a different bank, right? We have shifted in Kotak bank. From that time, we have launched this given section over there in the Kotak website. So I think I hope someone has started. I think they have suggested you those options. Have they suggested this option given ID replace the section before someone like that, whether it's a Shivma or whether it's a Santusta?
Come again. Are you asking the question if it has been done by Shiv Kumar or anyone else? Is it?
Right. I'm asking have they suggested this given section? What exactly given section have authority and why we making those mail to given section? Have they suggest those things to you previously?
Well, they didn't, but what they said is they will look into the issue and see what best they can do, and they will try the best and have the money recovered as early as possible, or have that money in your bank account as early as possible. This is something which has been told by Shiv Kumar. But before that, I have spoken to two other people. They didn't do anything. They didn't say anything.
Okay, no problem. So just follow that thing and send that thing that for give us ID, okay? And wait for the update. They will revert you within the 24 to 48 hours. Okay? So
And
we have
one more thing is, what is that about? What is that fraud report fraud and raise dispute thing? Or what is that
this
option?
fraud that also you can raise a request, but that thing like where there you have to enter the complete information of that transaction. Okay, that thing like date, amount, and to whom. Like you have to mention the beneficiary name, like to whom you are trying to make.
No,
the
UTR
payment,
number and other things. If you mention that should be sufficient, isn't it? Transaction ID or UTR number.
Yeah. Means whatever they are asking to enter over there, not to mention over there, you have to mention those things, those points over there. Okay. First, go with the grievance section, grievance redressal thing. After that, if you wish, you can go with the fraud dispute options too. Okay.
Okay.
So you go with grievance ID.
Okay. I'll go ahead with both options.
Sure.
Both options, and I'll go ahead with both options and see what will happen. But there should be some timeline. I mean, let's say 1 week. You said 48 hours. They will revert back.
48 hours. Yes, 48 hours is the max time. So usually they revert within 48 hours. 48 working hours, we can say. Okay.
And before that, if you say that a customer has spoken about these things, if you pass on this information to that department which handles these kind of matters well in advance, and if they are ready and they will know about these things, and if they would be in a position to put a date in the reply, they would be ahead of times. So this is where I mentioned about coherence, basically.
Okay.
This is done. This is done actually. This is done by pretty much everyone in the system, not just in banking, in other sectors as well. Sugar distribution, rice distribution. It's all done via, but the mechanisms are different over there.
Exactly, sir.
Yeah, through calls they discuss. Nowadays it's WhatsApp, and fund transfers are being done through PhonePe, things like that. Instead of using cash, everything will be in the mobile. For one village, there will be one account, one phone, and all the money-related aspects will be in the PhonePe account. There won't be any cash in the system.
Right. So even we can't change those things.
No,
Right?
that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But the problem is when issues happen, uh, in the case of people like me, you people should be ready,
Okay.
and that should be evaluated before even those kind of features are rolled out to us.
Correct. Correct.
That the money exists in PhonePe. It's not. It hasn't gone anywhere actually. To me, it feels like they probably wouldn't have done anything with that money. It's just a game thing. You just want to play with the people. I could understand their mentality actually. Anyways, so it's not just about numbers. It's not just about this transactions online, that this and all those kind of things. This goes much deeper actually. This is something which has happened online. If it happens in practical life, real life, by placing a gun around your head or by putting a knife beside your neck, then that would be a different game altogether. Completely different situation. This should not escalate to that one in the future. So we never know how things will change. We'll see. We'll see what happens, and I'll do it. I'll do these things from my end. From your end, you have to send an email to. This is not something just for the sake of asking you to do thing, or you have to do something because of having this call. This is something like expectations. Basically, we have to set a meeting with Shiv Kumar tomorrow, and we have to discuss. I have to discuss with him, and beforehand, uh, he should have this information, this knowledge as to what has been discussed in this call. Hmm. Will that be possible
Sure.
from your end? That part.
Done. All right. I'll pass on message to Chief Master for my call, and even as per your feedback, whatever we have conversation on the call itself. Okay. I'll share this thing to.
Yeah, to
Chief
keep it
Master.
simple, it's just only one thing. I just need to have one date. 5 working days or 7 working days, the timeline, because it's bank manager, he had told that kindly resolve this matter as early as possible. That is what he had mentioned. So you have to pass on this information to him. It's not like we are putting a gun, pointing a gun at him, on his head. We're not doing those kind of things. It should not be perceived in that way. I mean, I'm not placing a gun around his head.
Okay.
But
Fine. No problem.
yeah, so these things should come from your end, your institution side. What if your management is not allowing to do his job properly? Who knows what is going on? All right, so you pass on this information, and we will see you all on the call tomorrow.
Sure.
He accepts from his end that this should be, the money has to be recovered. He accepts it. But there are other people involved as well in this decision who have to make the decision finally. So that is the thing. So okay, so if that's the case, tomorrow 3 p.m. Would that be possible? I mean, can I have a confirmation?
Fine. No problem.
How will you send the message?
We can just pass on those message to for the chief of our mail. So because we don't have direct contact number, I will call the chief and say tell about those cases. I think you already aware enough. We'll just I'll just share the highlight things that what exactly I need to highlight on call and what need to highlight with management. Okay, I'll just share those points to chief and even to Santosh. Okay. So wait for an update, and as per your convenient time, you can just connect her tomorrow, or else she will connect tomorrow from there. Okay.
Hmm. Okay, once again, let me see the time. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. By the way, Shravan, for
It's
your time.
3:15. It's 3:15. See if it is possible today, maybe at 6 p.m.
Today,
Yeah,
at
you
what time?
send,
Was
yes, yeah, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. you can send. We'll see, because why to delay it till tomorrow? Hmm?
fine. So, okay, I'll mention the time by today itself. If
No,
today,
just a call with him, with one sentence, which would be a summary, um, that Sawan Patwari is looking for a resolution for against this matter in next 5 days.
okay, okay, Shiv Kumar sir, he's from Bangalore, right?
The place doesn't really matter, isn't it? It's about the work.
Yeah, of course. Actually, I think right.
This is
To,
no. This is
yeah,
where coherence comes into the picture. It's about the work culture.
mm, yes, I'm checking the availability of Shiv sir. I think his system should log off. I'm not sure he is present today or not. In office. Okay, no problem. I'll just drop a mail. Let's wait for an update. If she says it's available tonight, he will give you a connect. He'll connect you like before 6 once. Okay.
And that's what you people have to really, you people have to be really in the shoes of your customers.
Hmm. Right. Just a wait. Okay.
Hmm.
No have any option. Just we need to wait
No,
for
no,
a
no.
call.
It's not about having an option. We have to create options, make routes, create pathways,
It's up.
and execute the things.
I see.
That's where the management skills comes into the picture. Precisely.
Correct. Correct.
The
Okay.
approach defines us. The approach.
Hmm.
The approach defines us. This is where certain class of people in the banking ecosystem, they stay ahead. Certain banks, they do very well.
ठीक है. Fine. No problem.
It's the culture. It's the goals which defines us.
Hmm.
Targets, right?
Hmm.
Customer enrollment, credit cards, targets. How many customers have been enrolled in this month?
Hmm.
This is where
Oh,
the whole culture thing comes into the picture, primarily.
got it.
Hmm? All right. So we'll see. 6 o'clock. You kindly schedule. We'll see if I can receive a call from him, or I will try to call from mine, either to Shivkumar or Darshan, because I cannot speak with Santosh because he belongs to a separate
Oh.
league. He
Hmm.
doesn't like to talk to his customers too much, which is a good thing. But from
Hmm.
outcome wise, from management point of view, I don't think he does anything. He doesn't He doesn't literally do anything as far as tracking is concerned.
Hmm. ठीक है.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't know who will look into these kind of matters. I mean, should a customer should think about these things? I don't know. I know it's my money. I understand that. But
No, of course.
Kotak Mahindra has to realize as to why I moved my funds from Axis Bank to Kotak Mahindra Bank.
Hmm. Got it.
Yeah, someone has to realize that.
Correct. Correct. Awesome.
All
Okay.
right, okay. Thanks for the call. Hmm?
Thanks for your time, sir.
Yeah.
Sure.